What's up, guys? It's me. I'm back. This is a video. Um, Today we are going to be making posters for video games, specifically video games that I have played on my channel, obviously. But if you want to check out those playthroughs, then you can. My channel, my gaming channel, is linked in the description, and I post there quite a lot, more often than here, and you can check out my playthroughs of both the games that are in here. In this video, we will be doing the Stardew Valley poster and the Doki Doki Literature Club poster. Now, as you can probably tell, for this first one, I had actually maybe sort of done it already, but I forgot to record. I did the entire thing, and I forgot to record. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna fake it. Um, I'm just gonna finish it with the colors that I've already chosen. It's this one's very fast because I had already done. I still can't believe I did that. That I just completely messed up and forgot to record a single bit of this beautiful drawing. As you can see, I tried to mimic the style of Stardew Valley, and I like everything. I like the colors. I did mute all of the colors in the background because they're just so insanely bright, and I never realized what they are. They're extremely, extremely bright. So I muted them all, and this is what we came out with, and I really like it instead. And as well, my little character there is basically what my character kind of looks like in my Stardew Exposed series. Although I believe that character has pink hair at the moment. But anyway, let's move on to the next drawing. This is actually the background for the Doki Doki Literature Club one. I wanted to just do the background. It's very simple. I'm just putting in a ton of little dots and circles in these little columns, and there is pink at the top and bottom, and everything is in the same shade. I just have two shades of pink, the paler one and the darker one that you see right now. And I'm just trying to fill in all of them without doing that. And then I have to go in and fix those ones that did the mess. And that's it. Just putting in that pink in the background, making it a little bit paler, and there you go. And now we are going into the line art of this one, where I'm just trying my best to figure out one, the proportions that I want for the characters, and how to draw the uniform, because it's a little difficult. As you can see, for the pose, I decided that they would all be just holding my arms. Like I'm stretched between them. I have no idea who to choose, you know? It's a love story game. But then Monica has her eyes boring into my face like, I love you. And it made me realize how drastically different Monica's design is from the others. Specifically, just the fact that her leggings and shoes are completely different. Everybody else has white socks and blue shoes, but she has black black stockings and pink shoes. I never realized that before. But here I am also working on Natsuki, who is just a little cute. She's always been my favorite. And I had actually tried to go her route, but because of a poem fluke, I accidentally went Yuri's route, which is just really sad. I really wanted to see my girl. I love her, but what can you do? So here I am, trying to get that pose correct, and trying to get the face right. The skirts are very simple, so I just put them in like that. And for some reason, her legs were giving me quite a bit of trouble. And, like, I just left one of her legs off screen because it fit with the pose. So one of her legs is just sticking out. But she's not here with us. And here we are moving on to Yuri. I really love her and her little pose. She's turned away completely, but she's still reaching in with her other hand. And you can see I didn't know how to do her boobs properly because they're just I haven't drawn women in so long. And here I am trying to figure out her legs and this little pose that I decided to do for her. And it's just I just tried my best. And even then this foot specifically still does not look quite right to me. But I tried, and you'll see I do mess up a couple times on Sayori's foot, I believe is Sayori's leg. One of them is the one that looks the worst. Everybody else's is alright and like excusable, but hers just kind of sticks out as a bit odd. And it's because of the position of her feet. And here I am moving on to her with her little bow. I had to pull back her head because it was just a little bit too big. And trying to get that face shape right is always difficult. Here I am moving on to the face, and I realized I didn't actually do all of this for everybody. But no, everybody looks different. And I almost forgot that Sayori's jacket is open completely. And I gave her both hands on my arm because she's my childhood friend. You know, she's the one who's most in love with me. Kind of, other than Monica, I guess. But yeah, you see her legs are a bit off, and it doesn't and the placement of her feet doesn't make any sense. But you know, I don't care. So I'm moving on to me, which is basically the same as the last character for Stardew Valley, but instead in the Doki Doki Literature Club school uniform. I was about to say I was trying to like come up with a name for the school, but I don't think the school has a name. But I just touching up a little bit more. And here we are moving on to the colors. We have me putting in the colors for me and my character. The uniform, I just took it straight from the colors, and the only ones that I altered were the whites because obviously in the Doki Doki literature style, all of the whites are just pure white. I didn't want that because I don't really like that. I prefer all of my whites to be off-white. Here I am just touching up Sayori's line art so that I can get the drawing the way that I want it to be. And I'm just filling in the uniform for her. And I'm going in with the rest of her colors. I realized I forgot to touch up where the hair was because I didn't realize that the hair crossed over that much. But then I'm just putting in her colors like her bow and her hair and her skin. And Sayori's skin ended up being too pale because it was almost the same hue as her um socks, so I darkened it just a teensy bit. And since her eyes are so drastic, I just mixed the two colors and I filled it and I mixed them and then made a little bit brighter, and it's this color. And then I'm putting in the same whites that I did for mine, and that is Sayori done, completely done. Now I'm going in and altering uh, Yuri and how she crosses over with the characters, and just trying to get all of her colors down, of course, and getting all of her colors in that wonky foot, and those shoes, and her little hairpin and her hair. I don't remember if I darkened her skin too much. I don't think I did because I lightened her stocking color instead. And here I am putting in her eye color, which is very bright. And I liked this brighter version of this one. I didn't like it on Sayori because Sayori's just looks way too bright. And I here just fixing it Monica a little bit with her overlapping parts I don't need before going with the colors, of course. Now everything kind of in the midsection is just that same like mauve brownish color. That's their jackets, and then it's the blue, and so everything is very cohesive, but everything's a little bit off. And I used the wrong colors here because I forgot that her stuff is different. But here I am doing the gradient that it has, and I'm just blending it out with my watercolor brush, and it looks I think it looks good. And here I am putting in the shoes. I used a different white off-white for her shoes, because for the other ones I had based it off of the blue, so for her I based it off of her pink. And here I am putting in her little olive green eyes. I made them olive because it was just a little bit too bright, and her dark parts are a bit more olive, so it just fit. And the white, I offed it to a sort of pale cyan color. And here I am with Natsuki. Natsuki's still my favorite character. She's the cutest. She's so precious. And I love her. And I'm just fixing up her. And her little tire, it was a little bit difficult. But she is very petite. And her legs are smaller. And because her skin was also very pale, I decided to lean it a little bit more towards red, just to give it a teensy bit more color. And I like how it looks. And I like how the blue for the eye whites is the only color on her face area that isn't pink. Anyway, that is all for us today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you know what to do. If you like the video, then kill that like button, and if you like me, then destroy that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and goodbye!